I'm not sure if this is working. I hope it's working because this is This is the anniversary live stream and we are live. I can see things happening here on the thing behind. I'm so glad. I first accidentally streamed apparently with the wrong Twitch setting. So here we are in my place in Tokyo LTU. It's been 8 years! 8 years since I started YouTube, and so much has happened in the last couple of years. It's incredible. There's gonna be little stories I'm gonna try and share, so yes, this is gonna be the 8-year live stream. Because can everyone see okay? I hope the audio is okay. Hey, there's already so many people. Thank you for tuning in. This is exciting. YouTube isn't even able to like update the viewership right now. Everyone who's just coming, please leave this a big like. Give this a big like, so I can see. Apparently, it doesn't still show me how many people are watching on this thing, but I know you guys are here, so there we are. I can't see it. You might have to update me on that one. Yes, there we go. On that note, here we are. It is now 8 years since I started YouTube. I opened my student computer back then and in the UK and decided to do this, and here we are now. Thank you, and thank you all for tuning in right now. Oh, Katie's already saying I'm glad you started YouTube because it means I got to meet you and see all your cool adventures. Thank you so much, and all of you, everyone who's watching right now, you're all part of this adventure that started so many years ago, and here we are. And HK Era has started like, everybody donate $8 for 8 years. Woo woo woo! And like a magic 8 ball? Is that what you call them? Thank you so much, HK Era. Wow! How am I? Why? There's been so much happening in these 8 years on YouTube, and to be honest, the day when I did YouTube, when I did like open the channel, and the day when I uploaded a video are slightly separate. The day I opened the channel was the 31st of July. Why, the day I uploaded my very first video, very cringy, very terrible, was on the 2nd of August. So in Japan right now, it's the 2nd of August, and that's why I chose today's date as my anniversary live stream date for you guys. So yes. Here we are. So this is what happened. Actually, to be honest, starting YouTube wasn't as easy for me because I already had the goal in mind that I wanted to become a teacher in Japan. And seeing what YouTube is and what you do on YouTube, and I knew I was gonna do cosplay and similar things, I was like, is that gonna ruin my career? Like, I mean, some of you guys might have that too. It's like, I want to do something, but I'm not sure if I should, kind of thing. And I had the same thought. It's like, is this gonna ruin my career in the future? Like, this is not something that you can, it's not professional, you can't have it up for too long, and it put me into a very tight spot in the beginning, because I thought I wanted to do this, but at the same time I didn't want to ruin my future career, and you know, I'm German, I'm very strategized, and I think of the strategized things, and so I was like, should I do this or should I not do this? By the way, thank you, Katharina Wheatley. On that note, I spoke with a good friend of mine. She was living in the other side of my house, and she said, in the UK, she said, girl, why limit yourself to something that you might never do? So that was her certain opinion on tattoos and similar things. She had tattoos, and people say like, oh, what if it looks ugly when you're old? She's like, no one of you guys can guarantee me that I get there. So same thing, you know, no one can guarantee that she would get old enough to actually, you know, have those side effects, and no one could guarantee me that I was gonna become a teacher and stuff like that. So why do I limit the things I want to do to just the possibility of something that might happen in the future? And that was the kind of final kick that I probably needed to start YouTube at the time. And it got me here, and it got me to you guys. And 8 years later, who would guess, I'm working for several channels. I have a main channel I'm working with in Japan, and YouTube has become my career. And I don't need to worry about it not looking professional, because this is where it got me, and it got me to you guys. So I think there's a big advantage of having done this leap of faith, and there we go. By the way, as I'm seeing your comments, I'm loving all the comments there. I'm already like having a look at them. I'm really happy that you're writing it right now. Also, guys, can you see that? The moment I realized it's actually my 8-year anniversary, I went on Amazon and got myself a big ring light, so I actually have proper lighting in my room, which I didn't have before. And yes, I have a Sailor Moon pillow right here. I didn't want to be here alone on my anniversary, so there we go. Yes, your channel name back then was Can You Do It Cosplay Girl. You're right, it was. I started with cosplay and the idea of doing a challenge every week. So at the time in the UK, I was not in a bad place, but I had a time, like, it was tough. Like, it wasn't bad, but it was tough. There was, like, tough things, and I was studying so much. Like, I was studying to the level where, like, my friends got worried if I'm okay, because I was, like, studying all the time. And at that point in time, I just thought, okay, what I'm gonna do with this YouTube channel is I'm gonna do it to cheer myself on, because no matter how hard the week is, and no matter how much terrible things you're going through, there were a couple of tough things I had to deal with at the time too. I did the channel to, in a way, to cheer myself up, to say like, okay, no matter how hard this week is, I'm gonna do one thing, just one thing this week that I'll like, one thing that makes me happy, one thing that makes all of this worth doing. And that's how this channel started. And the idea of every week I would give myself one challenge, one thing to do, and yeah, send that out to people in the world who might be wanting to watch that. And that's why I started with Can You Do It Cosplay Girl? The question, it was very long, and at the time I didn't think of branding, of making it look nifty and brandy. I didn't do that because that wasn't a thing, I think, back then. It was just like this thing that you teach, and you might be able to earn money, you might not be able to earn money. Like, I just did it to give myself that feeling of I can do this and everything is worth it, and there's fun things in this life kind of thing. Okay, this sounds really dark, but like, just like, in a way, I always think the lowest parts I do have in my life, I use them to like then skyrocket up. Oh, can you hear that little happy birthday bubble here? Oh, and you ended up cheering all of us up. Thank you. I really hope that's the idea. That's what I also wanted to do, like send this out to people. So yes. Cat, it's me! We met at Harajuku on the anniversary, supporting your live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, actually, on my anniversary day, I didn't know it was my anniversary day. So I need to tell you what happened. It's literally 2 days ago when this happened. I was making this a little bit quieter. There we go. I was in Harajuku, we were shooting, and it was a tough shoot. It was boiling heat outside, and things didn't work out that we wanted in the day anyway, so we were already quite low, and I was just like, I was getting like more and more like meh, like woe's me kind of thing. Like, I felt like I wasn't going anywhere, I wasn't improving well enough, all kinds of things. I'm very, very self-critical in a way. Not like in a negative way, I guess, but just very critical. Maybe that's negative, I don't know. I think criticism is a good thing, but at the same time, sometimes I criticize myself too much. And I was just like, feeling like I wasn't getting anywhere and stuff. But on a day, it turns out, I ran into 3 people who really helped me out that day. So first of all, it was a YouTuber from Spain, and she was like, I know you, and I was like, maybe you know me, this is great. So we took pictures together, and then I met this lovely girl from Puerto Rico. I hope it was Puerto Rico, I think it was Puerto Rico, and she was so happy to see me, and I was so happy to see her, and it was literally like the sun went up, and I was like, yes, I can do this, today's a great day. So yeah, I hope you're watching this right now. Oh, she was so cute, like, just so happy to see me, and that made me so happy that she was happy to see me, and then it made me happy, and also things like that. So you guys really do make a big change on me, because then when I was just like going to the train, I bumped into another person, and I think you were from the Netherlands, not sure if you're watching, I hope you're watching, and he was like, hey, you're Cathy Cat, and that was so funny, because I was on the escalators, and he was on the escalators going up, and I was going down. We were like doing this, and he's like, hey Cathy, and I'm like, oh hi there, okay, I'll come back up. So I then came back up and we had like a really nice chat. It was pretty cool. So it was just like the moment that kind of made me realize, okay, no things are going well. I'm too self-critical sometimes. And then I went on my Discord, and if you Discord is like, not everyone might know Discord, but Discord is like an app where you can like have your own group and you chat on that. And I have a Cathy Cat Discord. If any of the Discord kittens here, please drop the Discord link in the messages so people can find it. And so I went on Discord, and actually one of my Discord kittens was like, hey, by the way, happy anniversary, happy 8 years YouTube anniversary. And I was just on my way home on the train, and I like, and it looks like I'm gonna nosebleed. No, that's not what I started tearing up on the train. I was like, you guys, you remembered? I didn't, you know how they sometimes have it in dramas or TV shows when people forget their birthday, and I'm like, yeah, sure, you forgot your birthday. But for me, it's the kind of like, this is very, very important for me. This is like the birth of Cathy Cat in a way, or like Candy Do It, the cosplay girl at the time. And that someone would remember that, like someone would look at that and remember that. It was super, thank you so much, Chris. So yeah, I was like, you guys, and then everyone was like, happy anniversary. And I was like, oh my God, you guys stop, I'm on the train in Tokyo. You're making me cry. Just like, hold on, I need to get off. And I was just so happy, and like, I just made total. Yes. So that's how everything happened, and I was really grateful. And then I thought, yes, let's share this. Let's do a live stream so I can tell you a little bit about things like that, and just like show my appreciation for you guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. Like each and every one of you is part of this journey, and I'm just so glad. I'm just so glad to have met all of you guys. Oh, HKR is saying we can't post links. Oh. Maybe YouTube has changed that, so I'm sorry I can't put the Discord link in here right now. Sorry, I'm streaming right now. But yes, there is a Discord link. I'm gonna try and find a way to maybe put this up on my Instagram or something so people can swipe up and find it in my Instagram. So be sure to check my Instagram stories, because that's where I put quite a lot of my things on the day. And actually those lovely people I talked about were on for 24 hours on my Discord as well. So anytime if you see me somewhere in Tokyo, be sure to come up and say hi, because seriously, you guys are like the sunshine in my life. That sounds so cheesy, but you totally are, because it reminds me of like where I'm going. And now, doing 8 years on YouTube, let me be 100% honest with you, it can sometimes be hard crushing, because in a way, you see people who, like, you start maybe at the same point, and then you see people who skyrocket, or you see people who have that one video and it just gets viral and stuff like that, and here you are like little by little working and trying to get somewhere, and it sometimes can be a little bit heart crushing when you feel like, oh, I tried to do this, why is it not working with me? But you always have to tell yourself this is a number game, and there are different types of YouTubers with different content. Some people have the luck that they just got a thing that was just popular, like they would get the right thing at the right time and it would just skyrocket. Or others are really good with their branding, with their marketing, they really have those skills down. High appreciation for those people, and again, YouTube will pick that up. But then other YouTubers who just like, you know, they work like one video a day, or like, you know, try to get their way there, and each and every YouTuber has their skills, each and every YouTuber has their stuff. But for me, for example, I don't just aim it at things that I know this is gonna get big, or this is gonna get big. I just do it still in the kind of same spirit that I started it out, to do something that I enjoy, that I have fun with. So that's what got me here. So yeah, I'm like little do my videos here. And Ash Japanese, before I started Ash Japanese, was smaller than my personal channel, and now it's like tripled. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, this is how proper like uploading and growth works. So yes, I'm trying not to get like what's the word, too critical, because so many good things have happened thanks to everything here. And hey, there we go. The donation train has started. We have Chris Jura donating $8. Thank you so much. Happy anniversary. Yes, Chris was the one who actually wrote that in the Discord chat first. Thank you so much, Chris. And Vanessa! Hey, Vanessa! Happy channel anniversary. Found you 3 years ago, and you always bring me joy with you. Because you could make me cry. Yes. Donation hide. Boop, 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 boop. Oh man, thank you all so much. You're also, and someone in here has, I think Fandemonium has birthday right now. Happy birthday, Fandemonium! I should actually, wait a second since we're there. I tried to download a couple of happy birthday songs while we're there. There we go. So, happy birthday to this channel, happy birthday to Fandemonium, there we go. I'm trying to, yeah, there we go, over up here. So yes. So this all started when I was still in the UK. So this journey has happened over the country. So if you start watching my channel, like the old videos, they're really cringy, maybe you shouldn't. That started in the UK. And then from there on, we're slowly moving to then Germany. And then, Germany was already a short time. And then I started filming here in Japan, so there's already been a lot of progress in the last years in my life, moving from different countries to actually finding like here and then actually working this. Like, I was just on that day, I was just like so mind blown because I was so like critical at the start of it, and then at the end of it, it was like, this is amazing. What happened? Like, and you know, this is like, it's not like things ever like flew into my hand and magically appeared. It's all hard work. I just sometimes tend to forget that a little bit. Again, self-critical German. It's a self-critical German. But yes. Oh, everyone has their own journey. You're doing great, Cathy. Thank you. Oh, your nails are on point. Yes, they are, guys. Actually, I'm not sure yet. If you are on my Instagram is can you do a cat with the U's or the old style still? I got my nails done. Look at this. And one side is hearts and one side are stars, and they're like thick, like check it out. It's huge stuff that's on my nail, which is actually pretty cool. And I was so happy to finally get my nails done. I always like, again, it's one of the things when I'm like, yes, but what if I get a serious job in, which you can do because I'm still part of an agency, but if I get a serious job in, they want to have like a normal plain looking person and I'm not allowed to do my nails. Many jobs are like that. So again, I thought of those words that made me start this YouTube channel thinking, okay, why not do it now? Why limit myself to something that I want to do when I could actually do something I want to do and just see if I can work around it? And that's what I did. I went in and I got my nails done for the very first time in Japan, like properly done, and it made me so happy. I was just like, yes, I'm so glad I'm doing this. And I think this is maybe something, a lesson that all of us can take away. And the thing is, weigh the pros and cons of something that you really want to do and then decide what you really want to do more and if it's worth limiting yourself to certain things. And that's at least what I took away. It totally depends on what the things are that you want to do. But I know quite a lot of people are saying, oh, I really want to wear Lolita, but like, I don't know what people will think about it, or it's expensive or something. If you really want to do it, you can definitely do it. And it's not like terribly difficult because there's so much help online about this right now as well. Like many people like, maybe I'm not old enough, or maybe I'm too old. It's clothes. If you want to wear it, go wear it. It's clothes. So, you know, just have fun with it. And if it's something that you really want to do, you'll find it so rewarding in the end. And I had so many points in my life. Guys, let me be honest with you, this journey was not easy. Before I came to Japan, I had all of my family saying I should go. All of my family was against me coming to Japan. It was a huge thing. We had a family dinner and all of them were like, you shouldn't go. You know, they're gonna, they were like really worried about me and like, but this job and you're sure and you should do this or that. None of these things were easy. Also in the UK, when I was still there, I had situations when I was like, wow, like, why is life bringing us on universe? But hey, we're here now. It's never easy, but if you really follow your heart and your passion and you keep going, you get where you want to go. That's probably one of the things you will learn. If you're true to yourself and you really put in the effort, you get the results. So put in the effort. Put in the effort, guys. I'm like, this is a motivational video now. Oh, I just see a couple of guys saying you followed me on Ashtabikis. Yay! Yes, it's great. Thank you for coming over. Yes, I love this one. Ninja Man! 8 years on YouTube. Nice! Sorry for being late for the stream and keep up the good work. Cathy Cat, banzai! Sorry if I did that wrong. No, thank you, Ninja Man! Nin! Thank you, Ninja Man. Nin! Actually, since your name is Ninja Man 1994, I can spoil it. There's a future video coming up that has some serious ninja action in it. I've started to edit that now, so I'm working on that right now. Ah, yes, my motivational speech coming out here is like, guys, do what you want to do, put in the effort, you get stuff out. I mean, I sometimes also realize one of the things when we are disappointed in things, there's certain types of disappointment, and one is like, you know, things didn't work out as we wanted them to be, but then sometimes, and I get that, is the disappointed of thinking, maybe I just didn't try hard enough. Like, maybe I should have done a little bit more, you know, it's always that kind of thing, and then you need to weigh it up. It's like, did you really try hard? Did you really try? Did you not try at all? You know, could you do better? Well, then if you could do better, then do better, that kind of thing. Oh, yes, so here we are. Oh, many people saying that you found me on Ashtabuddies. That's good to know. That's good to know. Yes, but I'm glad that all of you here watching right now came over to my personal channel and came over to say hi. So that's gonna be. I'm glad for doing the extra step, which shows that you don't only like the street interviews, you also like this person here, this crazy, dressing up, always frilly German person who's like hanging out with you right now. So thank you very much for doing that. Yes. So. Going back to the story of starting YouTube. At the start, yes, the name was Can You Do Cosplay Girl, and I did start with cosplay. Because I had Lolita at the time, but I didn't know I could wear it in the UK. So I had 3 like cheap off-brand coordinates, but I thought like, well, I bought them because I really wanted them. And then I realized like, when am I gonna wear them? And looking at the time, my friend Gina was like, no, there's a Lolita fashion community in the UK. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, it's actually here in Chester. I'm like, what? What? So she's like, yeah, there's a meetup. Let's go. And we both went to our very first meetup. And there we go. It was love at first sight. We were so nervous. The first time you go, we were really nervous. But then I was like, I was hooked. And here I am, 8 years later. I'm wearing real brand. At this time, I didn't have brand, I didn't have much money because I was still like studying and stuff. Like I sometimes had like days when I had like barely money for food. And here we are now, I'm in my flat in Tokyo, I'm wearing Angelically Pretty, which I thought I would never be able to afford in my life. I've become a brand ambassador here for Drug Honey, which is another like brand here in Harajuku. I've modeled for Metamorphose Tant de Fille. So much happened. So much has happened over this last year. So yes. Huh. Crazy. Oh, well, you're a role model, Cathy Cat, and lots of people admire you. Thank you. Okay, keep looking at me batter my eyelashes. So yes, it started with cosplay, it moved to Lolita fashion, and I think with the time I just stopped the cosplay after a while, which there's no particular reason for it, but I think it's maybe a similar reason that Yuriko Tiger gave me why she's not doing all of it. There's just so much money as you can spend. Like, you spend a lot of money on all the accessories, the fashion, the parts of Japanese fashion, like get yourself a proper Japanese fashion wardrobe, or do you spend that money on cosplay? It's really hard to do both. Like some people manage to do that, but I think it's like you have 50-50 instead of 100-100, because it would burst your wardrobe and your wallet. Because, like, that stuff is expensive, guys. So I think that's maybe some of the choices why I didn't do cosplay as much. I still have cosplay. I have piles of cosplay here. But I just don't find also situations to wear it. It's a lot harder to cosplay in Japan than it is abroad, which I also found very interesting. There are many rules of where you're allowed to cosplay, when you're allowed to cosplay, what kind of cosplay you're allowed to do. So I just found it a little bit tight. But yes. How do I get into a Lolita community in JP, in Japan? That's a bit different because what I found in Europe, the Lolita communities work with either certain forums on the use with Facebook, while in Japan, you do not have to be part of a community. In Europe, you feel the security and the safety in groups because, you know, you have people saying mean stuff, like the worst thing I had, people throwing stuff at us. So you need to be very strong and you have the safety in the group. So you kind of tend to do in groups, but in Japan you don't have to do that. It's a fashion style. If you want to wear Lolita fashion, you just put it on, you go outside, that's it. You know, you don't need the community as much. Many Lolitas will go to tea parties. That's probably the best way to find like a large amount of Lolitas coming together for tea parties. But generally, if you want to wear Lolita, you don't need a friend. What I see quite a lot here in Japan is Lolita, just a Lolita girl, and then her friend will not be dressed up, and they'll both go shopping. You just wear this because you want to wear this. You do not need other people to wear this with you, that kind of thing. And that's a big difference, I think, to abroad and here. To not be so dependent on other people dressing up with you, and in the same time also being like totally cool just doing it by yourself, kind of stuff. Let me just say this ring light. Look at this. I'm so glad I have this right now because the sun just like changed and went behind a cloud and everything got a little bit darker. Like, and then I can play a little bit around with this light setting. The only thing is because this, ooh, there we go. Because this ring light, oh, this is bright. No, because this ring light is so, no, that's not what I was going to say. The nails are wonderful, but this is the very first time I got them done with like so much stuff. It's really hard to grab little things like coins or stuff off the floor where you need like, or like get little things out of the back. I'm getting there, yeah, I'm learning about this right now. This is a, yeah, new experience right now here. Oh, Fanamarian, you found me through Indigo and my convenience challenge. Yeah, I think collabs are also a great way. I really enjoy doing collabs with like people because it's very inspiring to also hang out with other content creators and the content creators where you really see like they're putting in the effort to actually get everything out and do their best kind of thing. So I'm always really glad when I find other content creators and spend some time with them. Enjoying the song background song. Yes, I thought because it's a party there needs to be some songs, so I downloaded a couple of the free YouTube songs. Oh, my fringe is already getting so like messy because it's so hot right now outside and it's kind of hot in my room right now as well, so there we go. So on that note, where are we? Yes, so I started in the UK, I started with cosplay, kind of a cosplay girl, then I moved more and more into fashion, but still did like tea parties. Loved the tea parties in the UK, the community in the UK was so sweet, so good. I love those girls, and actually 2 girls of my Lolita community are coming in about 2 months' time to Japan, so I'm looking forward to seeing them. Like, it's been 5 years since I left the UK, so that's a big deal for me to actually be able to go and see them again. But yeah. And so after that I had to leave everything behind. Like in the UK I did so many things, I did like so many studies, and also I also did an anime manga convention. Like there was one, I have the feeling I wanted to leave something behind, and a Japanese friend of mine had the same feeling. She was like, before we leave Chester, we both want to leave something behind, as you know, something like a legacy a little bit. And so she said she would like to do that, but she didn't have connections. And I was like, well, I have a lot of connections for all the years I lived in the UK. How about we make this happen? So we gave Chester University its very first anime manga convention, which we called Moi Moi Con. And so it was so hard, so much hard work, because in the end I was responsible for so many people, managing so many people, getting all those people together, but it worked out. We had karate demonstrations, we had Japanese ladies come in and actually cook Japanese food and sell that there. We had maids, maid cafe girls to dance on stage and also do a maid cafe. We had other demonstrations. There's so many things that I managed to bring to the table. And of course we had a cosplay parade, and of course we had a J fashion show as well, where I could bring all the people together that I'd known over the last years. So it kind of was like a grand finale of my time in the UK. And I'm really glad I did that. I think it even continued for like about 2 years after we guys left the UK, so we could leave a legacy behind and give Chester its very first anime manga convention. So, and then I passed it on to the Anime Manga Society, so I think they were really busy, but I'm glad this happened. So yes, Messy Fringe is the best fringe. No, don't make me fringe aware. You spike in my fringe awareness. Let me quickly do something with my fringe now. Don't say my fringe is messy. Where did I put my cake? She left for the fringe, but she came back for the cake. Since we're here, and it was cheap in the supermarket. Let me see, there we go. There's cheap cake! This is a party, so there has to be cake, right? Oh, I forgot to ask them to actually put a spoon in. Okay, let's take this off. It was like 60 yen off. Rick Sherman, you should check your Streamlabs account. Yes! Oh boy! Yes! I must have like... Ooh, I haven't really checked that. Did you put something into Streamlabs? Thank you so much for putting something into Streamlabs. I had problems setting this all up today. I don't know what happened there, but I don't get the little dancing donation thing right now and stuff like that. So I'm so sorry. It's not working as well as it should be. Whoops. Yes. I'll check it. Ah, I was watching anime and I missed the start of the stream. Hey, anime. So, cake. Here's my cake. Let me get the cake out. The anniversary, Livestream anniversary cake. I must say, actually, on the 21st, I had a little bit of cake after my Discord kittens did like a little celebration thing for me, and I just sat and had a little like happy tears with the cake, just to be so happy that I'm with you guys and that you've brought me on this lovely journey. And I can't open the cake right now. There are a couple of things that are a lot harder with these beautiful nuggets, but it's worth it. Here we go. So there's one slice for me and one for Fundemonium. So one slice is for me and one slice is for you guys. So the one for you guys you have to like eat now. Was it any good? They came in sets of 2, but I didn't complain. Like, it's 60 yen off. I'll take this cake. So, let me grab. You know what? I don't want to get out again, so I'll miss you guys. So I will probably just do the barbaric thing. Did you always want to do that and just grab a piece of cake and eat it by hand? Because I'm going to try that now. Ooh. Creamy. Oh, the regret is going to come in soon. This is messy. So this is a strawberry shortcake. It's a typical Japanese cake that is eaten for pretty much any celebrity and celebration in Japan. You eat strawberry shortcakes on birthdays, you eat strawberry shortcakes on Christmas, you eat strawberry shortcakes on any kind of like celebration kind of thing. So I thought, okay, strawberry shortcake it is. So let me find something as this one here. So, happy birthday to Cathy Cat 8th anniversary. Thank you guys for being here. Let's have this cake. Oh, guys, I love you. This is great. There's cake. There's friends. This is all amazing. Yeah, Japanese people like the standard basic cake you get is the strawberry shortcake. Also, they eat it a lot. I think they also give it out on like Mother's Day and stuff like that. So this cake is eaten the most. Also, the most this one is eaten though is on Christmas. The Christmas cake is a big thing in Japan. Oh. So I have one piece of cake for now and one for later. What I want you guys to drop now into the messages while I'm eating this piece of cake is, what is the very first video of this channel, of the Cathy Cat channel, that you watched? I'd really like to know that. Write it now! Blink, blink, blink. Okay, I'm gonna tune it up. Can't tune the music down anymore. I've tuned it already quite a lot down. There we go. Okay. Whew! Raphael Durant! I love cake and a cup of tea. Happy anniversary! Thank you, Raphael! Oh, here we are. Japanese strawberries probably take center stage on those cakes. Yes, it has like always. There has to be strawberry on cake on the top. 10 ways to save money for cosplay. Yes, Superfizz and I have actually met in Japan. We met in Harajuku on Takeshita. We like bumped into each other. It was like, hey! And he was like, hey! And, well, Superfizz was first, hey! And I was like, hey! And then we're like, oh, it was great. It was great. By the way, cool cosplay you're doing. And that's actually for quite a lot of kittens I've met. I've met a lot of kittens just in Harajuku, which I'm so grateful for. So especially those 3 that I mentioned to you were the most recent kittens I met. Also yesterday I went to Harajuku and I got my nails done and I also met kittens, and I was like, wow, like that's where you really realize there is progress. Like I'm doing the thing. Like people will actually know me on the street, which I'm so grateful and so happy for. So please come over, say hi. The Alice in Wonderland video. Wow, that's a real old school video too. Thank you for tuning in for that one. What happened to Cathy Cat in June? Yes, that's one that will make people curious, right? There were so many things that happened in June. Seems to be like June and July are the months where all this stuff starts happening in my life. In Streamlabs, check to see if your alert box source is enabled. The eye icon is open or crossed out if it's hidden. Oh, that's the one. That's why it's not showing. Alert box source is enabled. Oh, I'm not sure if I can do this while I'm streaming, but I'm trying. Which tab is that? Oops. Can't see that right now. I'm sorry, I can't fix that right now. I need always a little bit extra time for these technical things, but I'm learning. I don't remember if it was the videos being followed or it was the one dropping eggs. The dropping eggs video was hard work, but I'm still kind of proud of that one. I think this is very cringy, but still kind of woof. So right, all the Sailor Moon videos. Yes, Sailor Moon. Actually, later on today, I'm gonna go to the Sailor Moon Q-Pod Cafe, so yes, it's gonna be on Instagram, so if you want to check it out, what's happening there right now, it's gonna be on my Instagram stories. Akihabara video with Nihongo Gamer, yes. Ask Japanese Christmas lucky bags, and the McDonald's one. Ah, I've only seen Ask Japanese only a few months, but I haven't seen all of them yet. Alright, okay, great. You're a famous Cathy Cat, believe it or not! Ah! Really? I'll never forget our escalator meeting, the funniest thing. That was funny, that was really good. That is new. That is new, the escalator meeting. Oh, I saw you on Japanese part with Risa. Yes, that was a cool challenge too. The shopping challenge that I did, yes, and the convenience store, that was a really cool shopping idea as well. So, see, sometimes as a YouTuber you think maybe this video wasn't good enough or I should have done it slightly differently, but at the same time, the YouTuber, you never know what people just watch. Like, I was very surprised because I asked the same questions on Discord and I was surprised what kind of videos people watched here first, and I'm like, that's interesting. Like, I'm really glad people actually watch that. Like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not like total, like, this has to be branded and it has to work properly, stuff like that. So, sometimes I'm just really happy that even the little videos I do, like food challenges and stuff, are actually getting watched by you guys. You have like the beat music here going on. Oh, most of you said you can't remember what the first one was. Well, it's okay. You're still here. I'm glad you tuned in right now. Oh, my favorite was the trip to the train maintenance area. That was one of my favorites this year as well. That was a pretty cool video because that's something you can't really see, like the underground. We're not even allowed to like mention where we were and stuff like that because it's like super top secret where we went in that video. So I'm like, if everything is so top secret, is that video okay to put online? But they checked it and they said, yeah, that's fine. The video could go up like that. So that's a very interesting one. I need a fork, I think, for the second piece of cake. Let me go grab a fork. Because it does get a little bit messy just eating it like this. Yes, Luna is my tissue box. One second, let me get a cake fork. here we are. Oh no! Messy Fringe is back again! Messy Fringe strikes back! Oh no, I'm just making it worse now, am I? Oh yeah. Now I got something in my eye. No! And we're back to this. It's the endless Fringe game. A Fringe is like a limitless life. I'm making this worse, am I? Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna read comments. Oh, the most impressive film is that you talk about the magazine Kara, Cathy Cry. Yes! I'm so glad Lily Fashion is still going. Yes, that was a video where I just got very emotional when I heard that Kara and the Gothic Lolita Bible are discontinued. It was honestly so sad. So sad. But I'm glad that things are still going and Kara Online seems to be going well. And so, Lolita Fashion is going on. Also, this is the second piece of cake because I can have my cake and I can eat my cake. Yes. And so we've moved now from the Momo convention that I did, and after the convention, that was like the last thing I did, and then I left, came to Germany. I think I filmed the Google Plus videos at the time in Germany, and the fun thing is, the Google Plus videos were about me criticizing Google Plus for being forced on YouTubers at the time, because I didn't want to open a Google Plus account, but you kind of had to at that point in time. And I thought about doing a rant video. You always, as a YouTuber, it's really easy to do like a video where you complain or where you stir up drama, because people will like watch that. But I thought that's so much negativity, and I don't want to put that out there, like how like annoyed I am by this. So I thought I'd make a funny sketch out of it to explain exactly how I feel about Google Plus being pushed into my life. And I think there's a very positive way of dealing with it. I think there's always a positive way of dealing with certain things, and as it so turns out now, Google Plus is, you know, not continuing, so Google Plus is finally leaving. So yeah, you see what happens in the last couple of years. A lot of things can happen during that time. Oh, first video was the wig collection, and then I returned and subscribed because I wanted more Cathy Cat without having to watch every ass Japanese video. Thank you! Thank you so much! Hey, that's great! Oh man, I'm having such a good day with you guys right now. Thank you. This is like my birthday live stream, like cake and yes, yeah. So yes, no more Google Plus. But like I said, there's always a positive way of dealing with things, so. When I first came here to Japan, I was working very hard. Once you come to Japan, you'll realize people work here very hard, and you'll have to work very hard here. And my days off were different, so I had to change my uploading date and move things around. And to be honest, literally until maybe last year, so for the first like 5 to 6 years, I think, I wasn't making really money on YouTube. Like every 3 months I would get like £70 every 3 months. So the time and effort I would spend into every video didn't come out as any form of cash. I'm not saying, but I still kept going and I still kept at it. So it was interesting also to see that that wasn't my main motivation from the start, because nowadays I know many YouTubers started with like, ooh, I can make money and stuff like that. But when I started, I didn't even know I would be able to make money with this at all. Look at the rest of this cake! Oh. That's good cake. Are there any more Twitch streams planned in the future? Yes! Because my Wi-Fi had to reset. I used up my Wi-Fi with all the live streaming I did. So I had to kind of reset the whole router and everything. And waited for it to be August, so I actually would have speedy Wi-Fi and not just really, really slow Wi-Fi. So I probably want to do another Twitch stream, because I really enjoy the Twitch stream. It's much more relaxed, like just sitting there, eating pizza, having a friend, playing a game. So I definitely want to do that more. And that's on Twitch. Can you play it, Cat? So again, you is just the lesser you. The cake has been demolished now. Yes, it has. Oh, the first video I saw was 8 years ago. You were wearing a maid outfit in a convention, and I think the one video I remember most was your cosplay of Asuka from Evangelion. Oh. See, at the time, what I also really did is I tried to get myself out at convention and did the caramel dancing, and I tried to, excuse me, get about like 100 people to do caramel dancing with me. And that was another way of like totally going there, putting myself out there, doing caramel dancing with like 100 people and just saying, hey, I just started on YouTube, it would be great if you could check it out. I think that was like very brave of me, but I'm glad I did that. That was a good start, a good kickoff as well. What? Pizza. I was talking about pizza right now. So, I think what I wanted to do here in Japan is more like videos outside, but I realized that after a while I got so busy that it's easier for me to do videos inside the room and also explain like things or do like fashion hauls and things like that, and just like talk on a much more personal level. And I hope that's what you guys are here for. Also, don't forget to, by the way, leave a like. If you haven't already, please leave a like on this video right now. All these things, like, they sound like, why do we need to leave a like? It's fine. It makes a big change, actually, as a YouTuber. It does make a big change. Or a big difference, as I've been told, because my English is apparently not quite correct there. Nee. 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 I can't get this part because there's no mirror. Ha! I got it. I didn't help now. I need to get my hair done. Really, really urgently, actually. I really need to get my hair done soon. So, I did caramel dancing with 30 members of my college dorm. It was a male job. That sounds amazing. That sounds like so much fun. So yes, So when I started working here, I first did not work as a YouTuber. I first did other things here, other jobs, normal jobs, and there was this point in time I was also working part-time for Kawaii Patin, which was pretty much, I had a full-time job, and then I added extra hours in Kawaii Patin. Like, I was burning the candle on both sides, as they say. Like, I was so busy, and I was working with them a lot, and at the time I knew I was gotta get another offer for my other main job, and I said, look guys, I know I'm working here part-time, and you're thinking of maybe employing me full-time sometime soon, but I need to make this decision now, so what shall we do? Like, how I'm gonna balance this? And they were like, no, we really want to employ you. So, and that's how I started working with Kawaii Patin. And then Ask Japanese needed a reporter, and I moved over to Ask Japanese, and here we are now. And Ask Japanese has been going steady for 3 to 4 years now, so lots of things has happened. And also, again, it started, I think, doing the main interviews with Ask Japanese also in summer. So summer is like the season when a lot of things change in my life generally. So yeah, here we are now. Now we're here, so much has changed. And when I heard that you like Sailor Moon too, I was like, yep, this channel's for me. Sailor Moon was my first anime. Sailor Moon is like the love that will always be with me. Like, I seriously think that like this anime has like had a huge impact on my life, and I dare say it has changed my life, because I started being a member of a Sailor Moon musical group in Germany. And that was like for me the first part when I was like, hey, other people are sharing my passions. There are people like me who have these interests, who are all different, and we'd go out to cosplay meets, we'd rehearse 2 times a week. We'd go, and our cosplay group musical group, we would perform all across Germany. We'd like, not only in Munich, we'd move up to Berlin, to Koblenz. We were like in so many places where we were performing. And I think that was really good for like me realizing that I really love being on stage, singing and dancing and these kind of things. And I'm really glad that I have that experience. I had that experience with like direct interactions with fans or with the audience at the time. And so that was a big thing for me for Sailor Moon. And then Sailor Moon has like impacted through certain stages in my life and continued to impact on it. That's why I think I will probably always be a fan of this series, because the series has got me to where I am right now. So here we are. Little trivia there. Yeah, around 6 years watching you, ever since watching, having a good time, following you, Cathy Cat, thank you. What is your favorite Sailor Moon item? That's a good question. I think I have like quite a lot of things, but don't make me choose. Don't make me choose! I love all of them. I have like a little Sailor Moon shrine. You might have seen it in actually the most recent video. In the background is actually my Sailor Moon shrine. Now that was never in the background of my old videos because that's where usually the tripod stood. But I decided to switch it around on that day, and so you could actually see my little Sailor Moon shrine with my items. Because I did that massive unboxing video one Christmas with like, this is all the things I bought over the last 3 years from the Sailor Moon store. And then, you know, it's always a shame to just go like, okay, now I'm going to a draw, bye. You know, it's those 2 ways. So now I have like a big shrine where I can see all of it, and it's like a super good display. Okay, well, many, and by the way, like anyone who said like happy anniversary, thank you all so much for saying that. Like literally, I never thought, I'm not sure if that's modest or is that humble. I'm not sure what the word for it is. Maybe I just don't have that way of thinking about it. I never thought that people would actually realize this is my anniversary, and I never thought that people would actually like celebrate this with me sometime in the future. And now here we are. So you guys right now watching have really impacted on my life, and I'm really, really grateful that right now you're watching this and spending this time with me. You know, you could be anything. You could be doing anything else, but you decided to, here, right now, spend this time, this moment that you have in life with me and watch my live stream. And that's already, like, mind-boggling in its own way. Well, you know, mind-boggling, you know what I mean. You should do a Sailor Moon Shrine video. I will once mine is properly done, because right now, since I only recently moved to a new place, that is the point I haven't worked on yet. I have worked with my dresses and all my accessories, but I haven't done my Sailor Moon Shrine yet because that's like fun. You know, I wanted to leave the fun thing for last, so this is like half entered. There's still one big box that hasn't been really put out. Oh, my birthday was 2 weeks ago and I didn't even celebrate it, so we can celebrate now with you. Yes, Ishi, happy birthday! 普通の時もコスプレしてるんですか？ロリータファッションは普通に私服です。コスプレではないですけど。Yeah, also I think my Japanese skill has improved since last time. August 1st is your anniversary. No, August 1st is not the anniversary, it's August 2nd actually. So August 2nd is July 31st is the opening of the channel. You can see that on my about page if you go to the channel, but the very first video was August 2nd. Like, oh my, I think I will wait 2 more years and then do a reaction to my old videos video, because it will be so cringy. Oh no, they're so cringy. They're seriously cringy. Yeah, no, please don't watch that. I did like everything at the start, and when I look back, and like my voice is so different as well, and yeah, I tried loads of things. That was the idea, like do something fun every week. So here we are, and this is where it got me. So, I'm trying to look at your comments right now. Ran out of my hotel, arrived at Sparkers, forgot my headphones, so I run back, I go and walk back. Yes, you're back, Bacon Soccer, you're back. So depending on where you are in the world right now. I mean, in theory, probably August 2nd UK time is when I uploaded it, so it wouldn't have been right this moment. But I thought this is a good way to start it all off and to celebrate it. No, probably celebrate. I try to celebrate around this time next year, but I always thought once like August came near, I was like, excuse me, oh yeah, this is probably my channel anniversary. And then I didn't really do anything with it because like I would love to celebrate it, but then I thought like maybe I'll just sound like, what's the word for like I'm being really big, like celebrate my channel anniversary. But then like hearing that you guys actually want to celebrate it with me made me so happy. So thank you so much for that. Jason Pointer has just like broken the internet just now by saying happy channelversary. Thanks for the content and smiles. Thank you, Jason. Pew, 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 pew. You've just broken the internet. That's such a generous donation. Thank you so much. I think we need to, on that note, go back to the my slightly limited playlist. But hey. Thank you so much, Jason Pointer, for the channelversary. Channelversary, that's a cool name. I love that name. I probably should use that more. Channelversary. I'll use that from now on. I have probably watched the old videos. Oh no, Sarek! They're so embarrassing, but thank you so much. You can see the progress I've had over the last years as well. If you look at it, you can see by looking at it. And also, like, the progress here right now, you're proud of it, buying myself a ring light for my channel, because I was like, okay, now I want this. You know, it's my channelversary. I should get myself a ring light. So I finally got myself a ring light instead of just like sitting there and going like, I should. But should I? But it's expensive. Here is the ring light. You are right now inside the ring light. I kind of wedged my computer in. It looks very crafty, but it's working right now. 初めて日本語で聞いた。Jason just bought you a whole strawberry cake and you can eat it too. Thank you, Jason. Also, on that note, yes, I think quite a lot of people were asking about Patreon. Right now, I'm talking with my company about if they allow me to have my own Patreon. And I think it's looking good so far, so I should have good news sometime coming up soon, and then I'll think of what I can give you guys back to. And I really enjoyed actually sending out parcels to kittens last time I sent out things, so that was a lot of fun, so I'll keep you posted about that one. I think there is good news on the way. I think it looks like they're gonna allow me to do Patreon, which would be cool, because then I can like send out postcards and do like... I also have quite a lot of things I want to discuss on Patreon, like I want to put in some like how I do my Instagram stories post, or like certain places in Tokyo that are really good for a trip outside of Tokyo for a day, like facts and little things that I don't know where to put them, because they wouldn't work as well in the video shape and they won't work on Instagram, so that's probably something I'll be looking into doing on a Patreon. For those who would be interested, no pressure, but yes, that's on its way, guys, it's on its way, so it's gonna be exciting. There's gonna be some extra content for Patreon happening soon. Also, I think this weekend, Ask Japanese is planning to do a Ask Japanese live stream, because there is a festival happening in Tokyo, and the director has hinted that he would like me to live stream from that Japanese festival. So I need to get my Japanese festival clothes out, and we guys are going to go and head to a Japanese festival this weekend. So that's happening probably on Sunday, so Saturday evening US time, Sunday morning Japanese time. So that's going to be on the Ask Japanese channel, something that's going to happen soon. So this was my little private talk about what happened over the last 8 years. There's so many more things that happened, but just like the big points of, you know, the big steps when I started, and then falling all the way up to the day when the channelversary, I met people here in Tokyo, and it's still absolutely, I can't believe this is all this true, and I'm so grateful, guys. I'm so grateful. So yes, thank you so much for being part of this wonderful journey. On that note, I probably will wrap it up now, guys, because I will probably wrap it up now. You guys are awesome. I will later on go to the Sailor Moon Cafe if you want to check that out. That is gonna be on my Instagram stories. And I love you guys. I love you guys lots. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And this journey continues from here, and I'm looking forward to many more things happening, many more cool things coming up. And like I said, one of the cool videos coming up soon is a Venus Angelic crossover collab, is the word, a Venus Angelic collab with ninjas and Naruto. So there is something really cool coming up soon, so you can look forward to that. That's right now in the editing progress, and I haven't had much time to edit as much as I used to do, but I'll try my best, and I'll try and still engage with you guys as much as I can. So if you have time, come over to my Instagram for the stories now, come over to my Discord to chat with the other kittens. I'm fairly regularly on Discord as well, and I'm looking forward to many more years, to the next 8 years with you guys. Oh man. I'm running out of voice, but yeah, guys, I love you guys so much. I wish you a lovely day, and I'll catch you soon for more on this channel. And until next time, guys, I know there are things where you worried whether you should do them or whether it's professional enough, but if you really, really love doing something, then I think you should do what you love and love what you do. Guys, bye, love you so much. You're awesome. Bye. Ooh, oh, an HK era, everyone, donate $8 quick. Thank you, HK era. See you, and thank you all so much. Love you guys. Oh, the Discord link is in the video description. Good for pointing that out, Sailor Steffi. Thank you so much. See you guys. Have a great day. Bye.